freue mich jetzt sehr, eine Band aus Schweden begrüßen zu dürfen. Eigentlich bestehen sie aus 5 Leuten, aber hier sitzen jetzt nur 3 bei mir. Herzlich willkommen, CJ, Samuel und Gustav von Mando Diao. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah? You give more than 100 live concerts every year, but have you ever played in a car factory like this before?
No, not really. We played in an airplane hangar in Berlin like a year ago or so.
Oh yeah, very much.
But we never played in a car factory.
So, are you excited about today?
Yeah, I've heard great things about this venue and robots and stuff like that. So.
And we come from a factory town with a lot of factories, so we feel a little home with this environment. Steel.
One Swedish factory, IKEA. But this is really great.
Probably the steel in the cars were made in Borlänge. So it's
I think that's true. They make steel from our hometown, and I think the steel. This is from our hometown. This
This is Swedish
this.
steel.
No, it was not steel. Oh, whatever.
Well,
But
maybe
like
this over there.
The thin steel is from our hometown, and so are we.
But what about German cars? Do you like German cars? Would a Mercedes?
we love Mercedes.
Would be a good
BMW,
vehicle?
Audi,
Yeah.
Volkswagen. I drive a Volkswagen.
Okay, you?
An Audi. I have an Audi
Audi?
80. Yeah.
Yeah, Deutschland hier gut vertreten, schön. Well, not too long ago you went to a country where most of the people ride bikes.
Yeah.
Do you know which country I mean?
Yeah, China. But
Yeah.
I was actually surprised about this. That there weren't that many bikes that I
No?
saw. And we talked to some people and they said like it changes every year. Like 10 years ago there was a lot of bikes, but less and less bikes, more and more cars, a lot of traffic, and it was a lot of cars.
It was probably the filthiest air I've ever inhaled in my life. Yeah.
Well, I've never been to China before, so I don't know.
It's like smoking crack. I would imagine
Maybe I should
that
go there.
bad air. Like
Yeah.
it felt like you would.
It's like LA times 10 or something like that.
Okay. Well, as one of very few international bands, you performed at the Beijing festival.
festival,
Yeah, pop festival. What kind of experience was it for you guys? Maybe you can tell us a little bit about it.
It was, I mean, in one sense, it was like just like a regular festival show. But then you realized that you were in China, so that was special, of course. And it was such a, just to come to a new country and play is always fun for Mando Diao. We started off in Sweden, and then we just pick each country, as it comes along. And now we came to China, and
it was very special because we had a very big crowd. I mean, there was maybe a couple of thousand, maybe 5,000 people. So there was a lot of people, but no one knew anything about us.
Really?
Yeah, no, because you can't even buy albums. There's hardly record stores. So there was maybe like 100, 150 people that had the album. And the rest were just like checking out this band.
And
so everyone
did
was.
they like your music?
yeah.
It was really fun to see because every reaction was the first reaction. The first 3 songs, everyone was just standing up, and I don't know what they were doing.
Well, I've heard that your very truthful and faithful fans are in Japan. Are they different in China, the Chinese fans?
Yeah, China is more like Europe. The people in China are very European compared to Japan. I see
They're more straightforward in China, more like, it seems like it's easier to get to know a Chinese person than a Japanese. The Japanese are more withdrawn and polite and careful in their way, and the Chinese are like, hello, how you doing,
The comradeship of the communists has made them like everyone's comrade. Yeah.
Like in England. Oh, mate.
Oh, yeah. Mike.
But you also had the chance to visit the Chinese Wall. Did you do some sightseeing there? What else did you see in China?
We saw the Forbidden City and the Chinese Wall, and a couple of us stayed a couple of days more. So Björn went to Xi'an to see the Terracotta Army, and I went to Shanghai to see high buildings.
And you liked it?
Yeah, it was great.
Well, by now you experienced to play in front of 80,000 people, for example at the German festival Rock am Ring. So what do you prefer, having concerts with 80 people or with 80,000 people?
Sometimes it's great to play in front of 80 people.
That can be the best show in your life.
because you know that, or you can see everyone's face, very clearly, and you can see what everyone thinks. And if it's 80,000 people, you only see a couple of 100 of them, and then the rest is just a big blur. So it's more intimate to play.
I think Mando Diao is much bigger than the 5 of us. So we can't really decide what Mando Diao is going to do on stage. So we can go up on stage and we can play very good, and Mando Diao is bad. It's a little bit complicated, but that's exactly how it is. Because sometimes Mando Diao is really good, and we thought it was shit. And sometimes we thought it was good, but Mando Diao was crap. So we don't. For instance, in Rock am Ring, everyone of us went off stage so angry, so frustrated, so pissed up.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, yeah.
And why?
No, but I thought that it was really good, and everyone else felt that the songs were too slow and that we played really bad. But then we saw the performance on TV afterwards, and it was great.
It was one of the best shows. That's why we didn't say anything in the microphone to the audience. We didn't say anything because we were, or at least I was very, very pissed off. And it was a great show. It was an amazing show. I think it was one of our best shows. We are not in control of Mando Diao.
Well, all your fans are waiting impatiently for the 22nd of October, because this is the day when your new album, Never Seen the Light of Day, will appear. 26th of October?
I think.
Well, but you're so busy right now. When do you have the time to record some new songs?
Yeah, we had like 3 weeks in January when
we promised ourselves from the beginning that we were going to work our asses off while we still were young, so we didn't have to do it when we were old. So that's what we're doing now. We're killing ourselves working.
And also, you never know when the creativity is going to stop, and all of a sudden you don't have the talent or the feelings to write new songs, and then it's over. So you might as well record as many
albums. Like we said, we're not in
possible.
control of Mando Diao. If Mando Diao wants an album, it's not up to us. Mando Diao wanted an album in February, and we had to go into the studio, make the album.
But eventually it will all be over.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. And how will the new album distinguish from the old ones, especially from Autocracy?
Well, I don't
think
know.
it's more harmonic.
Yeah.
Like more, it's very energetic, but it's energetic in a different way. It's not as hard, but it's still got a lot of raw energy, because it's
much rougher actually than any other album we've done. It's much,
because it's actually the quickest album we recorded. It's really fast.
Yeah.
Just 1 or 2 takes on each song, and it was it. And then the post-production was left to the producers. So
we didn't rehearse or anything. We just,
And then it was all over after a while.
yeah. Finally.
Well, is it sometimes hard for you to find some new motivation and inspiration to write new songs?
But we're not in control of that either. I mean, one day you have motivation and you don't know what that comes from. You don't search for motivation.
But
I would like to know how to do that, because then it would be easy.
motivation doesn't create a song, does it?
No, but it just jumps up and slaps you in the
I mean,
face.
the sun comes from up
the
above
sky,
somewhere.
up there.
If you're very motivated, you don't write anything.
No, I don't
Well,
think
can you describe it? How do you write new songs?
like that. And you.
Really?
But have you never walked around on the streets and you whistling on a melody? And like la na 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 na, whatever melody there is, and sometimes
But it
that.
sounds like when I do this.
Yeah, but then you're only a bad songwriter. But you're a
Alright,
good. But you're at least you're a songwriter, right?
That's why I'm here and you're there.
I know. Sometimes I go on the street interviewing people,
And it's shit.
and it's shit, really fucking shit. So that's why I'm sitting here.
Well, the new single will be "If I Don't Live Today, Then I Might Be Here Tomorrow." Is it something like a motto for your life?
Well, it's a comeback song. If you're slapped in the face real hard, or betrayed or something, it might be a motto. Yeah, it might be just a little reminder if anyone fucks you up that I might be down today, but you never know. When I'm up again, I'm coming to get you, or something like that. It was kind of that kind of feeling. I think I don't know, maybe it's a love breakup thing. I think it's about, I don't know. Yeah, you betrayed by someone you really care about. And you're so down that you're dead, but you never know.
I'm very excited to see you tonight, rocking the show.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Well, by the way, is there a tour through Germany planned?
No.
Why
I think
not?
Björn is going to go on tour.
Yeah,
Himself.
we don't want to go on tour, but Björn wants to go, so I think he's gonna go by himself.
Yeah. In November.
In November?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm really looking forward to that too.
Yeah, you can go and see him. I'm gonna go and see him. So.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
There's big support here. Thank you very much and enjoy the night and see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Mando Diao. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.